What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. This is StockholmGooner, and this is the watch along stream for Sweden versus Slovenia. Yes, the boys has traveled all the way to Slovenia to play at their home ground, right? And we will see whether Sweden will be able to beat Slovenia. I mean, personally, I do want the Swedish team to go to the World Cup. This is what it's all about. It's the beginning for the World Cup qualifiers. It's going to be an exciting game to watch, and hopefully our two amazing strikers, Gyökeres and Alexander Isak, will be playing this game. Hopefully, let's see. No, by the way, maybe Isak will not be on the starting 11. He may be on the bench. We will see. Anyway, we're going to have a look at the lineup for Sweden, right? Let's start with that. The boys are currently lining up for the photos and the handshakes, pretty much. That's what it is. So the lineup: John Dahl Thompson has the formation of 3-5-2, and Olsen is in goal. And then we have the defenders Ekdal, Hein, and Gudmundsson. And then in that midfield, it is a 5 midfielders in there. And it is Bernhardsson, Larsson, Ayari, Salitros, and Svensson, right? Up front, it is like I said, Isak is on the bench. So he starts with Elanga and Gyökeres up front. Let me have a quick look on the bench whether Isak is there. Yes, he is. We do have on the bench Bergvall, Eliasson, Isak, Johansson, Karlström, Kraft, Larsson, Norin, Nanansi, Nordfield, Nygren, and Sema. Those are the players on the bench for the Swedish team. Now, personally, I always talk about it every time we do have a match, right, in the Swedish national team. And I think we do have two amazing strikers, Gyökeres and Isak. Those two are a top quality strikers, seriously. The rest of the team is not the same level as these two players. Now, just behind after Isak, you do have the likes of Kulusevski, you do have the likes of Elanga, you do have the likes of Ayari, who are the level close to the Isaks, right? Then everybody else seemed to be a little bit below the bar for me. I personally I really do like the defender, the left back defender, Gudmundsson, who plays for Leeds, a matter of fact. And I think he's an all right defender. I really do think he's an all right defender. But the thing is, when he comes up against a good winger, he will be struggling. Trust me. Gudmundsson will be struggling. And we've seen that, especially the game Leeds had against Arsenal, right? And it was amazing what Bukayo Saka did. And Gudmundsson tried his best in order to defend against a top winger like Bukayo Saka. But like I said, the players has to be on a higher level. When you compare it to the Gyökeres, when you compare it to Alexander Isak, these players has to up their level, right? If the team was the same level as Isak and Gyökeres, oh, the Swedish team would have been amazing, seriously. And I think personally, especially in this group that we are in, Sweden they are in the same group as Switzerland, Slovenia, and Kosovo. And I think we can get through this group. I think we will come second. I really do think so, because I personally think that Switzerland is the strongest team in this group. Against then you have Sweden, who will be the second. In my case, that's what I believe, and I hope that Sweden will go to the World Cup. I really do want to see Sweden in the World Cup. It will be amazing, right, to be sitting here watching the World Cup where Sweden will be performing in that case. Those two teams are my personal teams, Sweden and the club, which is Arsenal. Those teams are the ones that I support. Now, The boys are lining up. Gyökeres looks like he is ready, and I'm gonna set my timer, right? I'm gonna set my timer, and soon it will be kickoff. Let's have a look. Referee, are you ready? Here we go. Let's have a look. There is the kickoff. Why are you delaying, ref? There's the kickoff. And the game is on, people. The game is on. Now, like I said, the John Thomasson has to really go to the Swedish league, right? And try to recruit as many good defenders and midfielders from the Swedish league. Seriously, has to work on that. I personally think that the Haynes is not up to the level that he's supposed to be, right? I don't think Adel is good enough either. In that midfield, we do have the likes of Solitros, who is a tricky, technical midfielder. Bernhardsson, he needs to level up, basically. He needs to level up. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I said, if you do have players that are on a very high level, then, oh, here comes Sweden. Gyökeres on the ball, on the left side. Take the shot. It is blocked. It is blocked. Slovenia is actually a decent side as well. And I think the player that the Arsenal was trying to go for, which is Sesko, right, who went to Manchester United, is playing for Slovenia. So it will be interesting to see how our defenders will be able to defend against him, because he is a very tricky striker. He really is. And hopefully, here we go on the left side. Is he going to cross in? Nope. The ball goes out for a goal kick. Nevertheless, Dart Nichols, will you like to send again so we can watch it from here? Unfortunately, for copyrights and so on, we cannot do that. That is against the rule in YouTube, right? This is pretty much a watch along stream where I'll be talking about the game, and you guys could be watching from your own sets of TVs, right? And then you can tune into the watch along and just pretty much chat in the chat room and give your opinion, what you think about the game and so on. That is what the whole stream is based on. That's what it is. Unfortunately, I cannot stream the game. Personally, I'm watching on via Play, paying a lot of money for that. As a matter of fact, I really did pay a lot of money for Viaplay. It is very expensive. If you do have, this is the question I've been asking in my other streams as well. Do you guys know about a better channel for cheaper? Right? Chat. If you guys know about it, let me know. I'm interested. The other day I was looking at the HBO Max, and they said they had a couple of games from the Premier League, but it's not all the games. So the trick is that they're actually trying to show you a couple of games so you can subscribe to them, basically. And then the most important games, they probably will not show those games. But personally, I have to watch the Arsenal games and I have to watch the Swedish national team. So therefore, it's very important. Oh, Slovenia trying to counterattack. Good defending, Haynes. Very good defending. Now, we do have Alanya up top with Gyökeres. And Alanya is very quick, people. Here he comes on the left side. No. They intercepted that ball. This is the thing, though. Alanya is very quick, and he can break the lines with his speed. Here comes Sesko on the right side. He crosses in. Oh, my God. One against the goalkeeper. And he completely missed the ball. We got away with one there. We got away with one there. We could have been down by 1-0 already in the game. That was such a beautiful cross from Sesko, the striker I've been talking about. He is dangerous. And that cross that he did for his fellow player, and it was one against the goalkeeper. My days, he completely missed the ball. He completely missed the ball, and Olsen picked it up. and set us on the counter-attack. Here we come, Ayare trying to slip it through. The goalkeeper comes out and blocks that one. Like I said, the chat, if you guys know about a better place to subscribe to in order to watch the games, right? Let me know. Let me know. Like I said, Viaplay is expensive. I think is about 700 kroners every month subscription, basically. You get to watch all the games. Any game that you want to watch, they got it. But it is damn expensive, I'm telling you guys. It is damn expensive. But then again, on the other hand, you have on the websites, right, on the internet, ways to watch the game, right? I cannot tell you exactly where to go to, but feel free to share with each other in the chat, right? So you can watch the game as well. Feel free to do so. Now, before we came to this game, before we started the World Cup qualifier, which is the start of the World Cup qualifier against Slovenia, we managed to beat Algeria, and I thought that was an amazing game. Algeria against Sweden, and we won that one 4-3. It was a very good game, and I was actually doing the watch along stream for that one. Mr. Bay, he says there is free sites but unsafe, which has all the matches. Well, most of those sites are unsafe. They really are. They tend to give you viruses. They tend to give you a whole lot of problems with your computer. That is the risk that you gotta take in order to watch the games, right? That is the risk you have to take. For you guys, I personally say to you guys, if you are using your phones, make sure that you don't go to those sites, right? Because they could get into your pin codes and all that stuff, because the phones have this sort of a memory on the buttons that you actually pressing on your phones and so on. So therefore your bank IDs, all that stuff could be at risk when you go and watch the games on those sites. Just be aware. Just be aware about that. Like I said, I was talking about the friendlies that we had before we came to Slovenia tonight. We played against Algeria and we smacked them 4-3. And that was a very interesting game to watch. Alexander Isak was not playing that game. Jokres was playing it, and Elanga was playing. A long throw from the Slovenians. Jokres trying to break it. He gets a throw in. Nevertheless, we played against Algeria and we smashed them 4-3. And then we played against, who was it we played against before that? Let me show you. Let me see. We played against Hungary and we smashed them 2-0. And before that, it was Northern Ireland and we smashed them 5-1. Those was the games that we had against the previous teams. And as a matter of fact, the performance is there for the Swedish national team. They are performing. But then again, those teams are not the most technical, the most amazing teams out there, unfortunately. But if you're going to compare yourself against the top gunners in the world, like the Spanish or the Germans, the Hollands, the Netherlands, I should say, the Portuguese, the Brazilians, the Argentinians, the France, and so on, we are not on the same level. Seriously, Sweden are not there yet, despite the fact that we do have Alexander Isak and Victor Jokres up front, right? So Dol Tomasson has to do a lot of work by recruiting good quality players from the Swedish league. He really has to work on it, because simply what he's doing is on the match days, and literally the international matches, they are so far from each other, right? So he has the time to go out there and scout, have a look and so on into the leagues, right? For those players that's playing outside the league, have a look. Oh, here comes Sweden on the right side. Is he going to cross it? Selitros, he crosses in. It is headed out. It is headed out. That was a good cross. That was a good cross, though. Unfortunately, it was on the head of the Slovenian defender. So, yeah. So, it is a big job. It is a big job for Dol. And here we come. We're trying to break through again. Slovenia on the left side. To Sesko. Good defending by Hain. Good defending. Stepped in right in front of Sesko and took the ball. Jokres on the ball. Alanga. Here comes Jokres again. On the left side. You can't go back, man. Cross it. Either cross it or take the shot. Ayare. Does he get a free kick for that? No, unfortunately, the referee says, get up. Jokres. Larsson. Now, like I said, we're not really there yet. We're not really there yet. Despite the fact that we got amazing strikers, we're not really there yet. Alanga on the right side. Is he going to cross it? Oh, it is blocked. It is a corner for Sweden. It is a corner for Sweden. Now, we're not really there yet against the likes of France, Germany. As a matter of fact, Germany lost last night. They lost against, who was it? I can't remember exactly right now. I cannot remember who it was. But they lost their game. That's what I remember. I was watching half through that game. And then I was watching the game that was the Dutch was playing as well against Poland. So I was watching that. Earlier today, our youngsters, the under 21-year-olds, were playing against Armenia, and they won that game 3-0. 3-0. And I've seen good performance from certain players in that team. Jokres, one against the goalkeeper, chips it over. Oh, it hits the post. It hits the post. And referee pulls it back and says it's a free kick. Come on. Jokres. How's that a foul? Ref, come on. That is not a foul. The defender completely miskicked the ball. Jokres picks up the ball and literally ships over the goalkeeper. And he hits the far post. I thought it was going to go in. Oh, my days. Mr. Bale, what do you mean by Slovakia? What do you mean by Slovakia? I don't follow. I don't understand what you mean by it. The current team that we're playing against is Slovenian. Maybe you call it Slovakia in the Swedish language. I'm not too sure. Är det så? Hette det Slovakia på svenska? Now I'm with you. As a matter of fact, let me show you that is basically yes, you're absolutely right. It was Slovakia that beat Germany last night. Good for them. Right? I'm just surprised that actually they lost against them. That is the crazy part of it. Because Germany are stacked. They got good players, Germany, and they don't mess about. It's just their managers cannot get the right form out of the team, right? That they just can't. He can't get it. He can't get it basically, and we will see what they can do. We will see. I think personally they will qualify for the World Cup. I really do think so. JL says, "Howdy, people." Right? Alanga, the best in Sweden, in the Premier League. Unfortunately, Alanga is not the best Swedish player in the Premier League, right? You must be supporting Alanga a lot, so therefore, I say fair enough. But we have better players than Alanga, unfortunately. Gyökeres is a lot better than Alanga. Alexander Isak is a lot better than, is way better than Alanga. You see, I like Alanga because of his quickness. He's so quick and he's so direct, right? And he can go at the defenders. Corner for Sweden. Oh, the goalkeeper comes out and he hands it out the ball. Now, Alanga, what he's good at is hitting teams on the counter attack, right? And breaks the defense very easily with his speed. That is the beauty of Alanga. He's so quick that you are in trouble as soon as he comes against you. All the other teams are scared of quick players like Alanga. Seriously. But we, the Arsenals, the Gunners, right? We got Victor Gyökeres. That is the player that we got this summer. And he is my favorite player. He is my favorite player in the Swedish team. And after that is Alexander Isak, obviously, right? It's purely because I'm being biased. I'm being biased because I support Arsenal. That is just the way I am. I can't help it. As long as it is about Arsenal, hey, then I will say Victor Gyökeres is better than Isak. But the reality is, Isak is a lot better than Gyökeres. JL says, ha ha ha, I'm a Newcastle fan, mate. Yeah, I noticed when you said it, Alanga, I figured it out. But I like the way Alanga plays for you guys. He really does play very good in the Newcastle games, right? And they're using him in a right way. They're using him on the transitions. They're using him on the counterattacks because of his pace, right? And he does the job. He really does the job. And we're going to be doing the same thing here in the Swedish team. Here we go. We were just talking about Alanga. He's on the counterattack. And he got Gyökeres with him. Gives it to Ayari. Flicks it back to Alanga. Come on, take the shot. And he scores. No, it is Larsson. It is Larsson. Alanga dribbles it into the box. Couple of players passed, right? And gives the ball to Larsson. And Larsson hits that with his left foot. I think it is Larsson. It is 1-0. It is 1-0. The Swedes, we have scored. It is 1-0. Beautiful. Let me get my... That was very good. Alanga on the ball. No, a matter of fact, it wasn't Larsson. It was Bernhardsson. He came from the right side. Oof, that was beautiful. Counter-attack. That was a direct counter-attack. And that's the way you're supposed to play it. And that's what I mean with Alanga's speed. That's what I mean with Alanga's pace. As soon as he comes at you with his pace, defenders get scared because he's so damn quick, right? He's so damn quick. And they back off, and they back off, and they back off. And when they're doing that, that just opens out, it basically opens up space for the like for Gyökeres, the likes for Ayari, the likes of Larsson, Bernhardsson, and so on. Very good goal. Very good goal. Here we go. Another counter-attack. Nope. Completely missed past that ball. We got this one under control currently. We really do have them under control. That was a beautiful play from the Swedes. But one thing we have to keep an eye on, basically, it is Sesko. Now, don't underestimate this guy. I think he is a very good attacker. He's a very good striker, and he can make things happen. And we've seen a bit of a glimpse early in the game when he made that deadly cross, right? Mr. Bay says, pratar du svenska? Självklart jag pratar svenska. Jag kan svenska språket väldigt fint och bra. How's that? Yeah, I do speak Swedish language. But because most of the streams I do in English language, and it reaches out to a broader audience than only the 9 million or the 10 million Swedish speakers in Sweden, and a couple in Norway and a couple in Denmark, right? So the English language is very important in order to reach further on in the world. That's what it's all about, basically. But however, I do speak the Swedish language. I can. A long ball from the goalkeeper, the Slovenian goalkeeper. He goes out for a throw in. Haynes is doing his business currently. Isak Haynes in that defense, he's been solid so far, and he's doing his part for the defense at the back. Are they? No, Sesko on the ball. He shifted over to the right side. Goodmanson. Oh, I like Goodmanson, man. Goodmanson is a good defender, man. He's a very good left back. He really is a very good left back. Here we come on the counter-attack. Larsson to Gyökeres. The goalkeeper comes out and plays that ball out for a throw-in. Come on, ref. That's not a free kick at all. He didn't even touch him. He did not even touch him, man. He fell over. He fell over. The player did not touch him at all. Silliness, man. Silliness. Anyway, how far do you guys think we could get into the World Cup? I definitely believe that we will qualify for the World Cup. I believe so. I definitely believe so. In that table, in that team, in that group, is going to be Switzerland and then Sweden. That's what I believe. That's what I believe personally, right? So therefore, we will qualify for the World Cup. But how far can we get into the World Cup? That is the question. And will the team be the same? What we're seeing currently? Will Dol Thomason adapt and bring in new players, right? Who's out there currently who's performing very highly in the Swedish league, right? Outside the Swedish league. I personally, a lot of people keep believing that Lindelof is a good defender. I personally do not think Lindelof is a good defender. I really don't. Ever since he got injured, he hasn't been the same. He really hasn't been the same. So, here we come. Salatros on the right side. Gyökeres. Misplaced it completely. Good tackle. Good tackle by Svensson. Larsson. 1 against 1. Trying to slip it into Solid Trust, but that did not come to Solid Trust. Like I said, he needs to do a lot of recruits. He needs to do a lot of recruiting. Good players, especially in that defense, especially in that midfield. In that midfield, right? One player I personally do think is very good player in the Swedish league. It is the young Somali player Ali Taha, who plays for Malmo. I really do think he has such a good quality, such a good technique, such a good pace, right? He should definitely come and play for the national team. That's what I think personally. I don't know why they haven't looked at him, the way he plays, how quick he is, how tricky he is. He should come because I'm a Somalian originally, so therefore I'm supporting the guy, and I hope that he gets a place in the national team very soon. If he doesn't get it, then the Somali national team is going to be knocking on the doors for the guy. Seriously, right? So we will see. We will see what happens on that front. We seem to be looking a lot stronger than the Slovenians currently. The They haven't been able to break us down. They haven't. And those counterattacks they have, it has not been successful. It has not been successful for them. Alexander Isak sitting on the bench and watching the games. Kulusevski is still injured, I believe. Kulusevski is still injured. He's been injured for a good while now. For a good while, because he's a good player. I really do think Kulusevski is a good player. Here comes the Slovenians. Gyökeres retrieves the ball. Referee says it's a free kick. Somebody's all down on the floor. Is it Larsen? No, it is Ekdal. It is Ekdal. He's just knackered. He's just basically tired currently. He just oh, they're showing us the goal that we scored, and that was a good. I mean, what the Gyökeres did right there when Alanga was coming on the left side there, he did the overlap, and that pushed the defenders off Alanga, and Alanga dribbled past two defenders, right? He almost fell over, and the ball came to, was it Bert Hudson? Yes, I think it was Bert Hudson, and Bert Hudson just slotted into the goal. Empty net. 1-0. We're good. 1-0, we are good. Yellow card for the Slovenian midfielder. Sersin. Unfortunately, Bert Hudson is on the floor. Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty. He got the full force of the hill on the chin of the player. That is painful. That is painful, unfortunately. But that's just part of the game, innit? Sometimes players do not really mean to do you damage, but they just happen to step on you for some odd reason. It really is part of the game. It really is part of the game. But he looks all right. He looks all right. He's not injured, right? He's just gonna get an ice pack on that foot, and he will be up and playing. He will be up and playing. Now, I personally remember when Sweden was really good. I remember Sweden when they were really good, and that is from I think it was 1994. I was in Kenya at that time, 1994, and my favorite player at that time was Thomas Brolin. I thought that guy was a magician. Oh, here comes Sweden on the counter-attack. Ayare takes the shot, completely misses the target. That was a good cross from Larsen. Man, you're supposed to score that. You're supposed to hit the target at least. You're supposed to hit the target at least, my friend. Det där var inte tillräckligt bra från Ayare, seriously. Now, yeah, I was talking about the 1994. I mean, Sweden, you remember they used to have a song called Gräva guld i USA. I don't know, my audience, you may not be old enough to remember that. Maybe you did not exist at that time, right? I remember it. I was a very young kid at that time. But I used to watch it because at one point we knew that we were coming to Sweden, right? And I used to watch the games through the cafe at the time that we were working in a cafe. Nevertheless, and they used to play. They had brilliant players like Thomas Brolin, and they had Henke Larsen, and what was the name of that? They had a player. I can't remember his name right now. My mind is slipping right now. I can't remember his name, but all the goals that he used to score with his head. He used to score with his head. What is his name? The black guy that used to play up front together with Thomas Brolin and them lot. Every time the right side or the left side was crossed in right into the box, he will be there, had it in the goal, had it in the goal. And I only seen it one time. He's scoring with his foot, only once. Any other goals that he scored, it was through his head. He will be doing the flying header, he will be doing the layback header, right? He will be doing the side header. There you go. Mr. Betty saying that's Darlene. Yes, it is Darlene. It is Darlene. I used to call him the what was the name for it? Can't remember right now either. But it amazed me how many times he was scoring with his head. It was just amazing. The fact that he only scored one goal that I seen basically with his feet, right? That was an amazing. Sweden was brilliant at that time. They were really brilliant. As a matter of fact, I think Sweden was third in the World Cup. They got a bronze. They got bronze at that time. Sweden got bronze at that time. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. And I watched a game, Sweden against Romania, I think it was, and it was a guy called Hadji, and he was absolutely magician. He really was. Let me see, jail. The view of English. And I agree with you. I agree with you. To a certain degree, Sweden have been amazing to some extent after that, right? With the Henke Larsson and them boys. But however, they haven't really had the same brilliant players like they had it in 1994. They haven't had the same, really. At one point there, Zlatan Ibrahimovic came into the scene, and personally as a player, I think he's a good, but as a character, it's just not my cup of tea. It's just not my cup of tea, basically. But he is a brilliant player, and the goals that he scores is unbelievable. Oh, counter-attack. We were almost there with the Slovenians. They are dangerous, Slovenians. Where they hit you on the counter-attack, and if you're not careful, they will punish you. But Olsen is playing very good currently. Olsen is playing very good. Every time they're doing that counter-attack, he's managed to come out from his box, right, and get his hand to the ball as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible. Well, who's the next team we're going to be playing against, right? Let me have a look. Here comes Sweden on the left side again. Jokeres. I thought Jokeres was... I thought he was quicker than that, man. I really thought he was quicker than that. You see, the times that I used to watch him in the Sporting Lisbon, he looked to me that he was really quick. Really quick. At the game against Algeria, he looked very quick. He really did look very quick. But is it Kosovo we're playing against next round? Yeah. All right. We should be able to smash them as well. We should be able to beat them as well, right? That shouldn't be a problem. I think it's gonna be Switzerland, Sweden, Kosovo, and then Slovenia. I think Slovenia will be at the bottom of the group. A corner for Sweden. Hein gets to add to it. Does not hit the target. Did not hit the target at all. You see, the set pieces are very important. When you get ahead to the balls, make sure you hit the target. At least trouble the goalkeeper. Make the goalkeeper work a bit. Long ball out. Good defending by Ekdal. Alanga. to Ayari. Switch over to the left side. Larsson. Oh, that is a brilliant shift from all the way from the back to the right side, right? That we are working them, seriously, we are working them and we are making them run, chase the ball, make them tired. This is the thing, right? Make them tired. And those long balls, those long balls from the left side to the right side and then back onto the left side, right? That will tire them out. That will definitely tire them out. So therefore, with the tired legs, hey, we could be scoring 2-3 more goals. We could be, because they look to me that they are for the taking. That's what it looks to me currently. Sesko with a high boot against Ekdal. We get the free kick for that. We don't currently, right now, as the game it is, the way it is, we do not need Alexander Isak on the field, but it will be interesting what the Slovenia will be able to do against Gyökeres and Isak in that front three. And then you have Alanga on the wing. Man, I don't know why he's on the bench, whether he had a bit of a knock, where he felt something, right? They haven't really told us exactly why he's still on the bench, but it could be that he's coming back from the injury. He's coming back from injury. Let me see. JL, if you're still around, what do you think about the situation, right, that was in Newcastle? Isak against Newcastle. I think he did you guys dirty. I really do think he did you guys dirty. I understand that he wanted to go to Liverpool, the bigger team and so on, right? But the way he went about it, it wasn't professional. It was not professional. A player under contract behaved the way he behaved. If I was the owner of Newcastle, I would have said, listen, you ain't going nowhere. I'm just pissed off that Liverpool got it. Right? They're going to be a problem in the league, right? They will definitely be a problem in the league. But that is a side note on the match in hand, basically. But it will be interesting to see what a Newcastle fan thinks about that situation. You probably think he's a rat, if I'm not mistaken. But I think he's a brilliant player. I really do think he's a brilliant player for the national team. I will support him regardless of club issues and whatnot. But when it comes to the Premier League, hey, Gyökeres is my guy. Gyökeres is my guy. Free kick for the Slovenians. Oh man, Gyökeres is powerful individual. Alanga is a beast. Yes, JL. He is. But here's the thing though. He's not technically sound. He is not technically sound. Alanga, with the pace that he has, right? With the pace that he has, if he combined that with the technical ability, if he worked on his techniques, right, I think he would have become amazing player. Amazing player, seriously. Let's have a look. Unprofessional from the player. We are happy to let him go. After that, even he ends up living his potential and being the best in the world. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. He didn't want He didn't want to be there no more. He did not want to be there no more. Oh my. Slovenia with the shot. That was close. That was close. That was close. Oh, completely unmarked. And he went for the shot. Oh, he did not hit the target, but that was close. That was close. They're aching a little bit closer. They are aching a little bit closer. Corner kick. Here it comes. Good header by Svensson. Good header by Svensson. It goes out for a throw-in. It goes out for a throw-in. It's going to be interesting also. Soon we will be playing against Newcastle. Arsenal will be playing against Newcastle. And that is a team which I do not want to meet, man. You guys are so physical. Seriously physical. Right? With Linton and Gomaresh in that midfield. With Dan Burn and Botman on the back. You guys are physically strong team. Seriously physically strong team. And I feel sorry for you guys that you lost against Liverpool. And I think that's a game that you shouldn't have lost against Liverpool. It should have ended 2-2. Seriously. But they nicked the win away from you guys, unfortunately. Here comes the Slovenians on the left side. A long ball. Good defending by Hein again. Hein has been able to be in the right place at the right time. And he's reading the game very nicely. He really is reading the game very nicely. And that basically puts the pressure on the Slovenian attackers, right? Once again, he's on the back of Sesko, forcing him to make a mistake. Alanga. Gyökeres. Now, Salatros, shifter over to the left side, all the way to Svensson. Goes back to Gudmundsson. Amazing. Amazing. We got the game under control. We have the game under control, which is good. Which is good. Make them work. Make them run. And they're looking forward to going to the dressing room, seriously. It is 42 minutes and a couple of minutes left of the first half. Gyökeres combines with Alanga. Salatros, that is a free kick, ref. Come on. Long ball to Sesko. Hein is there. He's a beast, man. Hein is a beast. Ekdal. Here comes the Slovenians. Oh, good flick by Viktor Gyökeres. Ayari, come on, he's holding his shirt, man, ref. That is definitely a yellow card, man. And we were on the break as well. We were on the break. And Ayari's shirt was pulled back. And if Ayari was not pulled back, he could have shifted that ball over to Alanga, who was running at the defenders. Now that is cynical challenge. Cynical pullback of the midfielder. The Slovenian midfielder. Salatros to Bernhardsson. Salatros. Alanga. Back to... Oh, the defender comes in between. The defender comes in between. You know, you're absolutely right, I think. Mr. Bay. I think you are right. I think you are right. The referee is not getting most decisions right. He's letting a couple of things go, right? Which he shouldn't. But unfortunately, it is what it is, and we just have to. Oh, here comes Slovenia on the left side. Sesko cuts back on his right, crosses in. Good defending by the Swedes. Oh, Goodmanson, good defending there as well. Goodmanson, good defending. Just tripping, saying, what's up? Hello, welcome on board. Welcome to the stream. Young Yakuzi, welcome to the stream. My boy, how you doing, man? You all right? Welcome to the stream. Like I said, I think I like Goodmanson. I definitely like Goodmanson. I think he's a good defender. He's just not the top level yet. He's not the top level yet. And you've seen it, the glimpse. You've seen the difference between the top defenders like Mendes, who plays for Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, that left back is unbelievable. Unbelievably good. Carcass for Liverpool is a good defender as well, left back. Qualifier at Arsenal, very good left back. Right. Goodmanson, he has the levels to go to, and hopefully he will get there. Hopefully he will get there, because the hard work is there, the motivation is there for the guy. Right, he's always up and down on that left side, gives that support to the front line. Here comes Gyökeres, 2 against 1. Cuts back on his right, goes back on his left, trying to cross it in. Nah, the Slovenia comes on the attack, counter-attack, 3 against 3. Good defending. Larsson gets the ball back. Come on, ref. He says that's a free kick, and Isak Hein gets a yellow card for his effort. He gets a yellow card for his effort. I think that was a fair challenge on Sesko. I think that was a fair challenge. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna, because he was running in such a speed, and they kind of clashed? It is what it is. He gets a yellow card for his effort. Isn't oh, I've lost my thought of my thought right there. Here comes the free kick in. It goes all the way up for a goal kick. Liston Haynes says Ayar is highly underrated. One of Brighton's best players, but never spoken of. I think he's decent player. I really do think he's a decent player, especially at Brighton. He does his part, and in the Swedish national team, right? He is very, very important player in that midfield. He's the one that, together with Solitros, who dictating the tempo of the game. He's the one who's threading through those passes to the front line, to the Elanga, to the Gyökeres, right? He is a decent player, without a doubt. He is a decent player. But he's lacking the quickness. He's lacking that bit of a quickness. If he was a little bit quicker, I think he would have been absolutely amazing. I really do think so. But currently in that midfield, right, he is one of the best in the Swedish national team, in the Swedish team. He is one of the best in that midfield. Hence, that's the reason why every match for the Sweden, he's playing in that midfield together with Solitros, right? Together with Solitros. I think Solitros is also a quality player. together with Solitros is very good in that midfield, and they dictate in the tempo. I really do think so. I really do think so. Robert Batty says, "Oh, thank you, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's just people are different in it. Some people like certain things. Some other people like different kind of things, right? So therefore, I may not be their cup of tea. I may not be. Simple as that. But nevertheless, I do my thing and I crack on with it. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. The live streams, the creating part of the videos, right? The news. I was doing just before the window was closed, the transfer window, right? Absolutely, all of that stuff. I really enjoy doing it. I really enjoy doing it, and I also enjoy doing the live streams. I also like doing the newsly things, right? It's just it is what it is. It just simply is what it is, and I appreciate you for that thought. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. They said the first half is finished, people, and I was basically rambling on. I should have stopped the timer. There's the timer stopped, and I think the guy is on the studio right now is Freddie Yombari is in the studio, and he's talking about the game itself. I think he should have been. I think he's a legend. I really do think he's a legend, especially a Swedish legend, right? And a very good player for Arsenal. Very good player. He was one of my favorite players in the Arsenal team at that time when he was playing. He was tricky, the way he moves about, the way he rolls players, and so on. All that stuff is amazing from Freddie Ljungberg. And now he's doing his bunch trace, right? And talking about the games and whatnot. And he's doing well. He's doing well. And he talks common sense. That's what I like about it. Some former Arsenal players do not talk common sense sometimes, right? But Freddie Ljungberg, he talks common sense. Common sense is what I like about him. Let me see the chat. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Barry Vold needs to come on. The game needs a sport player. You could be right. I think he's also a decent player. I really do think so. I've seen him play for Spurs, and he's a young, brilliant player in that midfield. He just needs a bit of a time, and he needs to get experience. He needs to get that bit of experience in order to do big things, right? But that definitely, the talent is there. The talent is definitely there. Unfortunately, currently, whose place is he gonna take it, right? That is the question that has to be asked. Who will come off this team in order for him to come in? I think currently Bernhardsson has performed. I think he has been brilliant so far. And Larsson has played very good. You cannot take off Solitros or Ayari, right? Those two are the engines in that midfield for the Swedish team. They really are. And then you have Svensson on the left side, who's underrated. I mean, this guy is doing tremendous amount of work on that left side. He's helping Goodmanson, right? He's helping Goodmanson. He really is helping Goodmanson on that left side. And he's also up and down with the attacks. He does the overlaps. And for me right now, I won't change anything. I won't change anything. If I was going to do one particular change, is that I would have brought in Isak and killed the game off. Make them suffocate in the second half. Mr. Bay says, let's have a look. Where's my thing? Uh, Hayne had a very good first half. I personally do think so as well. I really do think so. Hayne has been the rock at the back. He has basically performed brilliant so far. The only thing that I didn't like was that he got unnecessarily a yellow card, and that could mean a trouble for him in the second half, because Sesko is going to be going at him all the time. He's going to be going at him, and basically he will try to make him make mistakes, right? In order for him to get a second yellow card. But so far, Isaac Hayne has been the rock in that defense. A matter of fact, all three defenders, Goodmanson, Hayne, and Ekdal, has performed very well. Very well. Isaac must be very, very rusty. Haven't played anything since May. That is from Liston Haynes, right? And could be because of the injury that he's been out for a while. That could be the reason why they're not really rushing him into the game. But he's a quality player. He really is a quality player, and I think he can pick up that form again, right? He just needs to play. Oh my days, Switzerland already 4-0 in the first half. Seriously? Against Kosovo, isn't it? Against Kosovo. I mean, Kosovo must be really, really bad. Really bad. But don't get me wrong. This is the reason why I'm saying Switzerland is a very good team. They really are a very good team. I was watching them in the European Championship, right? And I thought they were amazing. The way they play their football is absolutely amazing, right? And they could do some damage. I'm not talking about against the big teams, right? But the low teams, we will be in trouble. Sweden will be in trouble when we are playing against Switzerland. That's what I think. And I don't think if we do get a draw out of that one, I think that will be a good result for Sweden. I really do think so. But we will take one step at a time, right? That game is not coming very soon, right? We got a couple of games before that. We need to take on Kosovo, right? And beat them, right? And if we beat Kosovo and we beat in Slovenia here, that will be 6 points already on that table. And then the third place and the fourth place, it will be for Kosovo and Slovenia. Let them battle it out between themselves, right? So yeah, Switzerland and then Sweden. But it will be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see the way we will play against Switzerland. We're not going to be playing against Switzerland the way we are playing against Slovenia. We're going to be more defensive minded. That's what we're going to be. Because I think Dol Tomlinson is a very crude manager. He's very tactician, right? And he likes to set it up in a certain way. And he reads the teams that's going to be playing against us, right? And he will plan accordingly. He really is planning accordingly. Lisbon, thank you, Lisbon. Big up, my man. Big up, right? Big up. Unfortunately, you're Spirit fans, but hey, when it comes to the national team, we all blue guld, eller hur? Right? That's what it is. The national team, we are friends, man. The national team, we are friends. But when it comes to the Premier League, hey. Are they showing the goals for Switzerland? Oh my days, Switzerland completely smashed them. They completely smashed them, man. They are having fun in Switzerland. They are having fun. Thank you for this for subscribing to the channel. For you guys who's new to the channel and you liking the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button for the stream, much appreciated. Right, I always talk about the Swedish national team. I always talk about the Arsenal Football Club. That is what I do. Those two teams are the teams that I support. The Arsenal team and the Swedish national team, and also the Somali national team. Those three teams are the ones that I support. But so far, for the Somali national team, we haven't been able to. I haven't been able to watch the games. Via Play do not provide those covers. Simple as that, right? But then again, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Let me see. I'm curious about when we will play against Switzerland. What's the date for Sweden again? Let me see. Where's this? Switzerland. When it is scheduled for that one. I just want to see. I'm just going to find out when we're going to play against them. Because that's going to be a good game. That is going to be a good game. Friday, the 10th of October. Friday, the 10th of October. We're going to be playing in Sweden, you know, in Solna. We're going to be playing in Sweden, in Solna. I may just skip the watch along stream for that one and get myself a ticket and go to the arena and just watch it. The stadium, and watch that one. Right? Thanks, Mr. B. It is the 10th of October. Yes, that will be definitely a good game. It will be definitely a good game. The two good teams in this group are Switzerland and us, Sweden. The other two, they're non-existent basically. A beautiful goal, beautiful worked out goal for Bernhardsen, and Alanga worked that one very nicely, very nicely. My coffee is done, I think. Hey, I still have some. The second half is going to start in any moment now. I want Jokers to score one goal at least. I do not like our strikers to be without a goal. Every time they play, I want them to score 1 or 2 goals at least, right? So they don't feel that goal dry, right? That goal drought, I should say, rather. Ayari was good as well. Ayari was definitely good. You see, everybody in that team on that field has played their part in this game. They really have. They really have. And let me see the second half. And I think they actually played in such a level, in such a way that it made Slovenia look like they are average. We are levels above Slovenia currently, the way we're playing. In that midfield, we're controlling it. And we are passing the ball from one side to the next, right? And trying to hit them on the counter-attack. The only things that Slovenia currently have been good at is the quick transitions and the counter-attacks. Those are the ones they actually were good at, right? So the second half started. The second half has started. But the person that has been long ball into the box, we cleared out. Jokeres up against the right winger. Anyway, one person that's been very good in our team has been solid. Oh my days. What is Olsen doing? They just scored. I mean, what a mistake from Olsen. What a mistake from Olsen. I mean, that shot wasn't even hard. It wasn't even further to the post. It was straight at him. And he let it slip through his hand. He let it slip through his hand. Unbelievable. They get back into the game by a lucky shot. By a lucky shot so far. He takes the puck outside the box and he goes in. Unbelievable. I mean, Olsen is looking at the ball all the way. Now, that's very poor from Olsen. That is very poor from Olsen. But this is the thing with football. You see, you never know with football. Little things could change. Little things could make a team fall, right? But it is 1-1 currently. But we need to get another goal. We need to get another goal and put this to a bed, right? Hence, that's the reason why we need Alexander Isak to come in, so he can at least run around and try to get into a form, some sort of a form. Here they come on the counter attack again. He goes out for a throw-in. I was not expecting that at all. I didn't think Olsen kind of makes those kind of mistakes. Because you got to remember, Olsen, he plays for Aston Villa, isn't it? He's the second goalkeeper in Aston Villa. He is a capable goalkeeper. He's a very good goalkeeper. But that mistake is horrendous. That is a horrendous mistake. Hey, Kulusevski on the bench, on the stand, watching the game. He's not on the bench. He's in the stand and watching the game. When is he gonna come back? When is he gonna come back? Because he's also another brilliant player. He is a good player and he has an amazing left foot. He really does have an amazing left foot. Here comes Sweden. We go to the right side. He goes out for a throw-in. Guys, what do you guys think? Do we got this game? Do we got this game? Are we going to win this one? Because all of a sudden, we were so comfortable right at the beginning. We were so comfortable. It was 1-0, everything under control. And then a mistake happens and they are right back in the game. They are right back in the game. So, what do you guys think? I think we're still going to win it. And I think it's going to be 3-1. That is my scoreline for this game. Mr. Bay says maybe. Dam says yes, we will win it. Maybe. We will see. We will see. But just tell me the scoreline though. Just tell me the scoreline. If we're going to win it, by how many goals are we going to win it? Yeah, Dam says Isak and Bergvall has to come in. They have to come in. You're absolutely right. They have to come in. They have to come in and we have to go on. You see, this is the thing. As it is currently right now, we have been the better team. We have been the better team and we had the more chances in the game. We played a lot better than the Slovenians, right? But simple mistake comes into a play for them. Nisu Widman says 5-0. We're going to win about 5. That is a stretch. That is a stretch. Here comes Sweden. On the left side, Gyökeres stepping on his right foot. He is pushed out. Gudmundsson to Svensson. Back to Gyökeres. Back to Svensson. Gudmundsson. Cross it, man. Cross it. Cross it into the box. Two-one. 2-1, you say. Dam says 2-1. Right? This Nils Wedman says 5-1. And Dam says 2-1. What do you guys think, the other guys? I mean, every time they show us that that goal, it just looks more horrendous. He was not under pressure. He was comfortable. He had his eyes on the ball. And he just managed to let it slip through his hands. Nevertheless, mistakes happens. Mistakes happens. But we just need to get back into it. Alanga. To Ayari. Come on, that's not a free kick, Ayari. Get up, get up. Here they come, Slovenia. Under counter-attack. It goes out for a throw-in. He goes out for a throw-in. You know, today has been an amazing day. Yeah? Anandos väder it has been crazy hot today. It has been crazy hot. I've been out and working on my car, and it was a good weather. Usually yesterday, the day before, and so on, it was a little bit chilly, but today was amazing weather, absolutely amazing weather. And right now I can feel it, and it's humid. It's humid in the studio right here. It is humid, right? Ayari to Alanga. Isak Hain. Come on, we gotta shift it. We need to play the balls quicker. We need to play the balls quicker, man. Larsson, you put Gudmundsson in trouble. Here they come. 4 against 2. Oh, Sesko goes for the shot. Good save by Olsen. Good save by Olsen. I mean, that was quick counter-attack by the Slovenians. Right? I've been saying it. I've been saying it, my people. It's unbelievably good work from the Slovenians at that time. Right? That counter-attack, that quick transition, that could have punished us. That could have punished us. Seriously. As a matter of fact, it was 3 against 2. And Sesko went for the shot. No, it wasn't Sesko. It was not Sesko. It was the other striker. I don't even know the names of these Slovenian players, but the 2 front men, Sesko and the other player, they seem to be all right. They seem to be all right. And they're working with each other pretty good. They're all finding each other. They're all finding each other. I've been warning us about those quick counterattacks, and that's what they keep doing, right? And it looks to me that they want to win. That's what it looks to me. We need to do something, like Mr. Ben said earlier. Baridal has to come in, and Isak has to come in as well. Put them on the field so we can go at them and score. Clear it, man. Clear it. What are you guys doing? You cannot diddle around. Just oh, yo, Chris. Here he goes on the right side. Cross in. No. It was blocked. I thought he was going to be 1-against-1, the goalkeeper. I mean, the way he went to that channel at that left side, right? That should have been a better cross from Victor Gyökeres. That should have been a better cross. Svensson on the right, on the left side. Gyökeres. They seem to be finding a bit of a momentum, the Slovenians. They seem to be finding a bit of a momentum, and they got right back in this game. They really have got right back in this game. Right? And that makes me uncomfortable. I have to tell you guys, chat, it makes me uncomfortable. Here comes Sesko. Loses the ball. Very good defending. Very good defending. From Ekdal it was. Something has to give in that midfield. Something has to give in that midfield. Seriously. Oh, here they come. Oh my God, a good cross into that box from the left side. And he completely mistimes his shot, the Slovenian player, the midfielder. That was a dangerous one. And there was no one marking him. There was no one marking the Slovenian midfielder. He went for the shot, he completely missed the ball. Ayari, to Svensson. He goes out for a throw-in. Come on, doll. You got to do the substitutions. Tell Isak to go warm up. Alanga, together with Victor Gyökeres. 1-2, Victor. 1-2 with Alanga, man. No. He's trying to do everything on his own. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. You have to use the players around you, and Alanga is right there for you, so you can do 1-2 with him, right? So don't make it too complicated. The football is very simple game. 1-2 touches, 1-2 pass, run, pass, run. It really is that simple. But Victor Gyökeres tried to do everything on his own, and he lost the ball. Ayari, shift it over to the right side. Come on, get a beautiful cross in. Gyökeres, nah, it is headed out for a goal, for a corner, You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. They have to play a lot quicker in the offense. I mean, that's the thing. Ever since we came back to the second half, we haven't been quick enough on our transitions, on our counter-attacks. The corner comes in, and they had it out. So yeah, so we have to be very quick at the offense, and when we are going at them, and when we're pressing them, we have to make sure that we all press together and make them make a mistake. As soon as we get the ball, hit them on the counter-attack, right? And also the likes of Gyökeres should not complicate the things for himself, right? He should be doing those 1-2 passes with these fellow players. He does have a Lange right there. He does have a Yari right there, right? Bernhardsson is right there. Bernhardsson is right there for him. Larsson on the right side. And Svensson is always on the run on the left side. So you can find those players. You really can find those players. A long ball out. Haynes puts his foot to it. They slow it down on purpose. They slow it down the game on purpose sometimes. And that is clever tactics from them, the Slovenians. And you see, when you slow it down the game, it kind of makes your opponent kind of chill out a little bit. And then they hit you quickly. They slow it down and they hit you quickly, right? And that little shift in your mind has to come also quick. And they've been doing that very often. They've been doing that, slowing it down, the tempo, and then all of a sudden go on the quick, right? And we haven't been able to do the same thing on them. We should be doing the same thing on them as well. Tomorrow night, people, tomorrow night is a UFC night. UFC night. I don't know if you guys watch the UFC, but tomorrow night is going to be a big fight. A very big fight, people. But it's going to be a late as well. Late in the night in order to watch those UFC fights, right? I like the ones that we are held in Europe. The ones that are held in Australia, and also the ones that are held in the Arab countries. Those hours are decent hours in order for me to actually tune in and watch those fights, right? But tomorrow night is going to be an amazing, amazing fight. Let's have a look. They have to play quicker in the offense. You're absolutely right. Champion play. You're kind of hoping in it. You're hoping for that. 2-1 incoming. Sweden is either very good and dominant or very bad in away games. Right? Sweden. Glock 14. You could be right, you know. You could be right. You could be right. I want to see. I do want Jokers to score. I really do want Jokers to score. I do not like our attackers to be without a goal. I want them to score pretty much every other games, every game if possible. Nygren is on the field. When did he come on? While I was fiddling around with my laptop, is it? Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Okay, Nygren is on the field. And Is Alanya off the field as well? Is it? I'm kind of curious who they took off. I can see Nygren on the field. I also see Eliasson on the field. Yeah, Eliasson is on the field as well. So it must be Alanya that came off and Bernhardsson. Those two players came off and Nygren came in that midfield, and also up front with Gyökeres it will be Eliasson. Come on, ref. Supposed to give him a yellow card on that. See, Gudmundsson was trying to go up that on that left side, right? And the Slovenian player was all over him and holding on to him and so on. Here comes Slovenia on the counter-attack again. Ayari. Salitros. Nah, you don't need to go back to the defense, man. The ball needs to go forward. The ball needs to go forward. Hein. To Nygren, who misplaces that pass. Kind of slowed down. The game has slowed down a bit. It has slowed down a bit. Free kick for the Slovenians. This will be an interesting, because it's not too far away from the box. And the Slovenians do have a very tall players, and they're going to be stacking themselves in that box and see what they can do with this one. Both the attackers, both the strikers are very tall. Sesko is above 6 foot. And the other striker is also minimum 6 foot. Here it comes. Somebody got a hat to that one, but it goes out to Svensson, who goes for a long ball for Gyökeres, who collides. No, it wasn't Gyökeres. I don't think that was Gyökeres. It was a Nygren who collided with the defender. You'll be alright. That's not too bad. It is very disappointing. I mean, it has been, like you said, it has been just a one shot, right? It has been just a one shot. It is disappointing. No, but they're doing a lot better than what they were doing in the first half. It's 20 minutes left of the game. We need to do something. We cannot continue being like this. This is definitely not good, because if we continue doing this, there's a risk that we may lose the game. So we need to wake up. We need to wake up. I mean, why is he still holding on to Isak? Why? Put Isak on the field. Alisson on the ball. Quick ball to Victor Gyökeres, who falls over. Do you guys think 1-1 is fair result so far? Especially looking at the first half. Especially looking at the first half, right? Where we dominated and had everything under control. Is it 1-1 a fair result? The last 10 minutes, the last 12 minutes, Slovenia has been better. They have been better than us, right? So you got to be honest. In order to do better, you need to step it up a little bit more. We seem to be falling asleep. Gyökeres battling for that. Is battling for that ball, but he goes out for a throw in. Hey, it's about time. Isak is warming up. Are we going to be playing against Kosovo on Monday? On Monday, we're going to be playing against Kosovo, and that should be very interesting as well. I mean, Switzerland is slapping Kosovo right now, right? Is it, chat? Is it 4-0 still for Switzerland? Because thinking about that game on Monday, I think both Gyökeres, Alanga, Isak, Ayari will be licking their lips and saying, you know what? We could get a lot of goals in this game against Kosovo, right? Oh, Nygren, slip it in. Gyökeres to Ayari. Oh, yeah. We score. 2-1. Beautiful play. That is a beautiful play. Right? That is absolutely beautiful. Counter-attack from the right side. Nygren takes the ball, crosses it in. Gyökeres gets his foot to it, and he falls kindly for Ayari, and he scores 2-1. Good, boys. Good. That's very good. That's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, Gyökeres, he does get assist for that. Why? Because he got his foot to it, brought the ball down, and it fell for Ayari. He's definitely going to get assist for that. Right? But we are waiting for the Gyökeres to score. That is, you know how important that goal is. That is very important goal. Right? Because the goal the Slovenians scored, it kind of changed the whole game, didn't it? In the second half. It really did change the whole game, and the Slovenians will start feeling more comfortable, more confident, and they were trying to push for a second goal as well. Right? And we haven't played that good. We haven't played very good. Seriously. Until we came with that goal. Hey, ref. He's holding on to his shirt, man. Ayari completely does the defender, and the defender holds on to the shirt of Ayari. That could have been a good counter-attack because Gyökeres was in the box and Nygren was also on the right side. And that he could have crossed it into either one of those two. That was a very cynical shirt pull from the defender. Solitros and Ayari is going to take this free kick, either one of those. I think it's going to be Solitros with his left foot, Crosses in. The Slovenian defender heads it out. He heads it out. I mean, it's good. It's good. Now the nerves kind of settles down, right? My nerves kind of slows down and it becomes a little bit more chill. Why? Because we're leading by 2-1. That's very good. Svensson. Saletros. Goodmanson. Hey, that's a high boot, ref. I mean, this referee is shit. This referee is absolutely shit. The things that he lets go, the things that he just denies for a free kick. In this particular incident, they're showing us the Slovenian player steps on the foot on Saletros, and Saletros falls over. He gets a free kick for it, but there was a lot of things happening before that, and the referee didn't notice that. Did not notice that at all. Ayare crosses that in. He falls down for Eliasson. Back to Saletros. Come on, Gyökeres. I want you in that box. I do not want you on the sides. I do not want you in the corners. You're supposed to be the gun man. Go into the box. Ayare. Good 1-2 play. Eliasson. Goes out for a goal kick. He goes out for a goal kick. No, it wasn't Eliasson. It was Hayne who was all the way in the box. I think it's going to be a lot of competition between Gyökeres and Isak this season. Definitely a big competition between those two. Now that Gyökeres is playing for Arsenal, and also Isak going over to Liverpool, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be competition from both players. Who's going to score the most goals, right? And that's going to be either a good thing for the Swedish national team, right? Either a good thing or a bad thing. The good thing is that both players want to score goals. That's what it is. Both players want to score goals. The bad thing is that they may become a bit of a, I want to score the goal and I'm not going to let the ball over to, for example, the other player. Say the player is on a better position than you, right? When they're playing together. Well, at one point, Isak's going to come back into the team, and Gyökeres and Isak will play with each other. So there will be two strikers up front. So will they pass the ball to each other? Or will that competition in the Premier League clicking to their heads, right? And mess them about in the national team? That is a valid question to be asked, isn't it? Mr. Bay says clear penalty. No, that was not penalty. You're talking about the Slovenian defender pushing down Hayne in the box. Nah, it didn't look to me that was. It did not look like a penalty. That did not look like a penalty. Ayare 1-2. Goodmanson. Saletros. I mean, Gyökeres is crying out for service in that box. Somebody crossed that ball in. And the referee goes against us. Yeah, Mr. Bates says yes, against us, Azerbaijan. You're absolutely right. They did do very good, but then you got to remember, it was against Azerbaijan. And Azerbaijan is not a very good team. They're not a very good team, right? They're not a very good team. At that time, you also have to remember, Isak was playing for Newcastle at that time, right? And Yorkers was playing for Sporting Lisbon. But now you're talking about two players, two strikers in opposing teams, right? One for Arsenal, one for Liverpool. And that competition is seriously going to be a competition. Who's going to score the most goals? That is the competition itself. In the Premier League, it's going to be Gyökeres, Isak, Etitike, Sesko, right? And Jean Betro at Chelsea. Who else of the strikers is there? Mo Salah for Liverpool and so on. Those strikers, when they say, they're going to be saying, I want to score the most goals. I want to show that I'm better than the other one, right? So therefore, that egoistic thing can step into the picture. But I hope not. I really do not hope. I really hope not. The reason is that when they're working together, Gyökeres and Isak, they do very well for the national team, right? Oh yeah, I forgot Haaland. Haaland is a machine, man. Haaland is a machine, right? He's not the most technical attacker out there, but what he does is he's always there to finish the chances off. It really does. He's always there in the box and he's hunting for those goals. He's a hungry player for goals, right? So we will see. It will be interesting. This season is definitely a very interesting season. It really is. 8 minutes left to the 90 minutes. 80 minutes. No, not 80 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. A long ball. Trying to find Gyökeres. I don't think Isak's going to come in. I do not think so. What's the point, right? What is the point? Is he gonna put him on for 5 minutes so he can run around? Nah. I don't think Dol Thomason's gonna do that. I really don't. Right? But we are winning so far, so it's good. So no need to change. We need to hold on to this result. Don't let the Slovenian into the game. A throw in. Good defending by Goodmanson. He gets that against him. They get a free kick. Here it comes. Come on, Allison. Set off the counter-attack. Go for it. Gives it to Gyökeres. Trying to find Nygren. Did not the referee see that? The defender literally pushing Nygren off out to the sideline, right? Referee did not see that. It's clear right there in front of him. Right there in front of him. And he did not see that. Oh. Free kick. Free kick. Free kick. One second. Hello. May holang kapsano ya. waxba ma haye may haye yalla That was a beautiful goal from the second goal was very beautiful. That was very beautiful. That cross from Newgram was on the money. It was absolutely on the money. Right? You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And let me have a look. You are absolutely right. This is what Mr. Bay says, that Slovenia is now back on their performance from the first half, and now is much better for Sweden. I understand. So it is much better for us, and if we keep them quiet to the end of the game, is a good result. 1-0, 2-1, I should say, not 1-0, 2-0. Everything is okay, says Champion Play. Everything is okay so far. It is. As long as we are winning, everything is all right. Across from the left side. Oh, Sesko almost got head to that one. Now, we got it under control. Currently, we do have it under control, and we don't mind for the Slovenians to play the way they are playing right now, because it's not a threat. It is not a threat. You're absolutely right, Mr. Bean. And am I pronouncing your name correctly? It is Mr. B, right? B. I hope so. I hope so. Forgive me, because I tend to have difficulties with names and pronunciations, right? Free kick for Slovenia. Are they going to go for another long ball and trying to get into the box as much as they can, right? Yes, damn, you said it. You said it. You said 2-1. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And we all getting 2-1 unless we score a third one and it becomes 3-1. I hope Jokerit gets his goal. I really hope that Jokerit gets his goal. I want him to score, man. All right, I see. I hear you, Mr. B. I hear you, Mr. B. Yeah, 3-1. I hope so as well. Damn, I hope so. 3-1. Because when I have a result in my hand, it's the scoreline in my hand, I like to see that scoreline. I like to see that kind of scoreline, right? But you were absolutely on the money. You said 2-1. Sesko up against Hain. Oh, they score. They score. Oh my God. How the hell are you going to let Sesko bull you? He bullied both Hain and also I think it was Egdol, and he managed to head it to his fellow striker, and they score 2-2. Absolutely silly defending. Absolutely silly defending. Come on, man. Come on. It's a long ball to Sesko. Look, Hain and Egdol, both of them trying to get the ball away from Sesko, and he gets his head to it, and it falls beautifully for his second striker colleague, and he hits it with his left foot and he goes in. It's 2-2. Absolutely 2-2. Champion Play say you jinxed it. No, I didn't. The players fall into They were half asleep, basically. They were half asleep. They let Sesko bully them. They let Sesko bully them in that occasion. Long ball. In for Ayari. Selitros. Goodmanson. Back to Selitros. Oh. Nah, man. Mr. B says, classic Sweden, always in an important competition like this. I think we were doing so well, so it's just 2 times lack of concentration. That's what it is. Lack of concentration at 2 particular times. Everything else has been good from us so far. Right? Everything else was good. And we got 1 minute left because the referee only gave us 3 minutes extra time, right? And we got 1 minute left before the whistle blows. Yo, Chris. Oh, the Slovenian defender slide tackled right there. Salitros, back to Hein. Goodmanson, cross it. Oh no! Nygren gets a head to it and he does not hit the target, man. He does not hit the target. That was such a good cross from Goodmanson. Ah, man. Absolutely sickening, man. Absolutely sickening. Oh, man, that would have been a special goal if we scored from that one. It looks like it's going to be 2-2. And it is 2-2, people. It is absolutely 2-2. Right? That is amazing. That is incredible. And the reason why I say it is incredible because vast majority of the time we were controlling this game. We were really on top. We were dominating the first half. In the second half, yes, you can say the Slovenian came into the play, right? We were undone by a very silly goalkeeping mistake, right? A very silly. And then we concede the last minute. Unfortunately, it is very silly things to do. You're absolutely right, Mr. B, as well. Just 2 dumb goals to concede. It is absolutely ridiculous to concede those 2 goals. It is absolutely silly from the Swedish team. But the game ends in 2-2, and we got work cut out for us. We really do have a work cut out for us because that means that you have to go and perform against Kosovo and also perform against Switzerland, right? Because Slovenia can win over Kosovo and they can get 4 points. Now we're playing for points as well. But anyway, we have come to the end of the stream, people. I thank you very much for you guys tuning in and joining the stream, basically. Thank you for your comments. If you are new around here, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. And for my regular audience, hit the like button. Thank you very much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye-bye.